Have you ever gotten home and you lingered on your balcony or just walked a lap around your street? You're just not in a hurry to get inside your home. I've done that. And it has nothing to do with hating your home. It's far from that. But sometimes your life still looks the same, but you don't. Your friends always ask you, how are you? How is your relationship? How are you feeling? And, you keep saying, I'm fine, everything is okay. And you're not lying because nothing is visibly falling apart. Everything is as it should be. And that's what makes this so confusing. Because if somebody would ask you what was wrong, explain the problem, you couldn't do it. You just know deep in your heart that something doesn't fit anymore. Could be your job, your relationship, the person you used to be is not there anymore. Your identity is changing or has changed, and the version of you that has outgrown the life that you're living. And whatever it is, you started to feel like a visitor in your own life. I think a lot of women end up here despite making really good decisions, like studying, working hard, building a career, starting a family, buying a house. They did everything they were supposed to do, and then one day they wake up and realize the life they've worked so hard to build doesn't fit the woman they are becoming, fits the woman who they used to be. And it's a strange feeling. Everyone is congratulating you for the life that you've quietly outgrown. They all feel like you've arrived, but deep inside, you're quietly waiting for your real life to start. And I have a name for that place. I call it the hallway. Now, hallways are not meant for anyone to live in. You pass through hallways. You don't decorate hallways. You don't keep your personal or private belongings there. You don't invite people over and say, come sit in my hallway. A hallway has only one job, to take you from one room to another. But a lot of women accidentally move in. They have left one version of themselves, but they have not entered into the next one. So they say to themselves, I will make a move when the time is right, when the kids are older, when I have more money, when people understand me, when all of the conditions is ideal for me to make a move. Months become years, and eventually waiting starts to feel like a personality, like this is who you are. Now, deep down, you are fully aware. You know the conversations that leave you feeling smaller. You know which dreams you stopped talking about, and you know where you are pretending in your life. Because the truth is, the inner transformation always happens before it starts to be visible in the outside life. Now, this is the woman I'm interested in, not the woman having a public breakdown. The woman quietly making dinner, answering emails, smiling in photos while privately wondering, when did this stop feeling like my life? She is the threshold woman. Here is what stands out to me. People think the hardest part is leaving. The hardest part is telling yourself the truth, because once you've admitted, this life doesn't fit me anymore, that's the truth that you cannot unknow. You can stay, but you will never feel at home there. So this week, pay attention. Where in your life are you still staying simply because you've been there for so long? Not because you love it there or because you fit in there, because it feels familiar. Pause there and really notice this, because awareness comes before crossing. You have to know and then know how to leave. If today's conversation felt uncomfortably familiar, I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. Tell me one word, hallway. Nothing else, just that one word, so I know I'm speaking to the woman I hoped would find these conversations. And if you are in Budapest, or you've been quietly wishing there was a room where women could have conversations like this in real life, I'm creating one, and it's called The Garden After the Fire. A small gathering for women who know they've outgrown a version of themselves and are ready to meet the new one. I'll leave the details below. And if this is your first time, subscribe. Every week we're answering one question women carry in silence. Next week, we're talking about something I think changes everything. If you've already changed on the inside, why does everyone still expect you to be the old you? I'll see you next week.